Transformation and inspiration will reveal the secrets of the December skies. We start this month with expansive potential of the Sagittarius energy, and we're going to be ending it with a desire to settle into the bigger picture and create some stability with Capricorn energy. This month is going to bring these cosmic forces that are going to impact your life, your relationships, your personal growth. Work to harness these energies to manifest your desires and your intentions. Use this forecast as a roadmap to navigate your last month of the year. Welcome, I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate, and this is your December 2023 monthly astrology forecast. So for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, we start the month off with Mercury entering into Capricorn. I love this for you because this is in your 7th house of partnerships. It's your relationships, it's your significant others, it's your best friends, it's your one-on-ones, it's your clients. This is also the house of open enemies and exes, but Mercury has you with the ability to communicate. It's to share your thoughts and your ideas. Capricorn likes things to be slow and steady over a longer period of time. And so Mercury in Capricorn here has you focused on expecting a greater focus on long-term plans and goals now. The communication that you're going to have with your friends or your business partners or your significant others are, I want to have these long-term goals and plans with you. I want to put it in writing. I want to make this happen. You may want to focus on the details that are needed to complete these because in 2 short weeks, Mercury is going to be stationing retrograde and you're not going to be able to accomplish everything that you are looking towards for your relationships or your contracts that you want to start here. And then on December 4th, we're going to have Venus. Venus is the goddess of love, money, cash, property. She's going to be entering into the watery sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is deep, it's intense, it's emotional, it's feeling, and Venus is comfortable here. She feels real sexy here. Venus is what I want, how I want, and in Scorpio is tell me what you want. And the 5th house is the house of pleasure for you. It's children, it's being childlike, it's affairs, it's art, it's music, it's creativity. This is going to give you this opportunity for risk and excitement, things that you do for recreation and pleasure. It's things that you do on the weekend. This could also have you focusing in on, I want to have a child, or I'm focusing in on my children, or I want to connect up with you on a deep level. I want to feel good about myself. I want to create art. I want to create music. And so Venus entering into this sign for you, expect your passion and your relationships to surge. You can work to improve your intimacy with people that you are closest to. You may also have very little patience for anything that's superficial, and you're going to be seeking out deep connections. Like your BS detector is going to be spot on. You are going to want real connections with people that are raw, authentic, and truthful at this time. And then as we move forward, we're going to have this beautiful new moon on the 12th in the sign of Sagittarius. So new moons are fresh starts, new beginnings, clean slates, an opportunity to plant seeds. And so we have the sun, which represents your self-worth, your cash, your property, you, and the moon, which represents you as a person. It's your strengths, it's your habits, it's how you look, your appearance, your power, your divinity, your personality. This is going to be a very powerful new moon for you. It's going to be this great opportunity for big ideas. The 6th house is where we find our mentors, our guides. It's where we have our daily habits. The 6th house is the balance between our work and our home, and it's our self-care. It's what we do to ensure that we do well in life, that we're mentally, physically, spiritually, psychologically sound and healthy. And so a new moon in this house is going to benefit not just how you look and your appearance and your identity and your body, but your self-worth. your cash, your property, and things that you bring to the table. This new moon is going to give you these great big ideas for these expansive projects, these ventures, these things that you want to expand your life in new ways. I want to try this yoga practice. I want to seek out this counselor. I need this mentor for this project that I want to do. It will benefit me greatly. Your optimism at this time is going to be very high. So focus on something that you can accomplish quickly, because Mercury is going to station retrograde the very next day. So you have these great ideas. You want to start these things. And now we have Mercury in retrograde. Now, Mercury retrograde is going to be in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, significant others. It's the house of your 1+1. It's contractual relationships. It's the house of love. And so Mercury here in the sign of Capricorn, it has you feeling like you're heading backwards in pursuit of specific goals and projects that you were once reaching out for. And so now you're going to have to put some things down in order to pick them up a little bit later, and know that you're going to finish them. It just isn't going to be right now. And then we're going to have a little while later, on the 21st, we're going to have the sun entering into the sign of Capricorn. Now, the sun entering into Capricorn is going to now bring a bigger focus on things. The sun represents you. It's your purpose. It's your drive. And remember, rules over your self-worth, your cash, your property. Now entering into your partnership sector, your relationships, your contracts that you have with others, whether they are with business or with significant others or with friends. The sun entering into Capricorn, expect your ambition and your direction towards your goals to pick up. Capricorn is find the mountain, slow and steady, I can manage anything. And so now there's going to be a focus during this Capricorn season, especially with Mercury retrograde, that you're going to want to focus on goals that are old, and projects that were old, and I want to now finish and complete them. I have this contract with you. I want to do this with this client, or we have been putting this off for so long. Let's pick this up and let's finish this. Everything that, whenever Mercury stations retrograde, it's about finish these old things so you can move on to fresh and new things in the future. It's you have enough on your plate, and this has to do with contracts and relationships and partners. And then now we're going to have Mercury retrograde on the 23rd. This is important because it now is going to dip into the sign of Sagittarius. It's a fire sign. So now we've left the partnership sector and where things are solid and stable and grounded. And now it's going back into your house of my health, my well-being, my daily habits. And retrograde into Sag this is going to be the rest of the retrograde, has you focused on, I'm feeling a little bit less motivated. I'm prone to excess. I'm a little bit self-centered. I know I said I was going to start that exercise program. I know I said I was going to see that counselor or that doctor or that mentor, but now I'm just not feeling it. And so you're going to have to work to see the bigger picture of what you're going to gain in the end. Remember, this is the house of daily habits, and it's like getting back up and not ignoring the small details, being focused again on this is the bigger picture and this is what I need to complete in order to move forward. And then on the 26th, on the 26th, we have this beautiful full moon in the sign of Cancer. So full moons are closures, they're endings. They're an opportunity to have something that was started. Now it's come to fruition, and now we have this ending. And so the sun is still focused on your 7th house of partnerships, your significant others, but the full moon is an ending with something that has to do with you. It could be with your personality, your appearance, your happiness, your vitality of this is who I was, and now this is who I have been working towards. This is my goal. Remember that the moon does not have any of its own natural light, and we rely on the sun to illuminate it. So this full moon in Cancer is also going to bring into focus some home and some family matters. It's going to bring into you saying, I need to complete these projects that are brought to light. I need to resolve some more issues that have to do with family or people who feel like family. This could have an ending to something that had to do with how you look or how you present yourself, meaning you are transforming into something else, or an ending to, I'm now going to be called something else. Like I have graduated from something and now I'm going to be called a realtor or an energy healer. Remember that the first house it's who I am and who I identify with. And your identity could come to a fruition, or it could be a shift or change in who you are identifying with before, with now this is the culmination. I have changed who I am from the inside out, and this is who I am to the world. And then on the 29th, we have Venus entering into the sign of Sagittarius. Now, when Venus enters into Sag, Venus again, the goddess of love and money and resources and your cash, your property, and Venus stepping into your 6th house of your daily habits. You have to continue with these daily habits. You have to continue with your workout program or your meditation or to see the counselor or to see the doctor. It's your daily habits. The 6th house is also about pets, but I'm focusing in all about you and your self-care. It's the house of work. It's the house of illness and disease. And how do I stay healthy? How do I maintain who I am becoming? Because you've just had this full moon. So look for these adventures with family and friends to expand this area. You might feel more open-hearted at this time. Now, Venus in Scorpio is sextile to Pluto in Capricorn in your 7th house of partnerships. So expect passion and intensity. It can be strong in all of your relationships. This is your friendships and your business partners and your significant others. This is asking you to say, I want to improve my intimacy. How can I go about doing that? Remember, Venus is with what we love, and Pluto is the planet of let's transform this. And it's the 7th house of business, friends, and significant others. And so you could be demanding more of a commitment from those that you're closest to, and in return, be willing to give it back to them to have this deeper bond with them. I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. And for more, please check out my year ahead forecast and check out the videos that are specific to major transits for all 12 signs. I invite you to join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. And for an in-depth reading of your chart, you can schedule a private reading at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.